Welcome to North Dakota State University's Class of 2021 Pharmacy Hooding and Honors Convocation. Photography is welcome at this event. However, if you would like to record parts of this event, we ask that you please keep in mind those located behind you and to not block their views. Life Touch Photography will also be taking photos throughout the event. In the back of your program is a website address for you to view and purchase those photos. At the conclusion of this ceremony, we ask that you meet your graduate at an alternate location to prevent large crowds in the lobby area and to allow staff to reset the stage for the next ceremony. At this time, I ask that you silence all electronic devices as the ceremony is about to begin. Please remain seated for the processional.
Good morning. My name is Charles Peterson, Dean of the College of Health Professions, and I'd like to welcome you today to our School of Pharmacy graduation hooding ceremony. This is a very special day where we have the opportunity of honoring our 2021 graduates of our pharmacy program. These students have worked very hard and have earned the honor of receiving the Doctor of Pharmacy doctoral hood, which is the highest professional degree awarded in pharmacy today. I am sure the students thought this day would never come, but it's finally arrived, and now we offer our congratulations to you. We are proud of you and your accomplishments, and we look forward to honoring you here today. We also offer our congratulations to the parents and families of these graduates for standing by their side during this academic journey and providing much needed moral and financial support. And we are happy that you have come to join us in this special hooding ceremony in honor and recognition of our 2021 graduating class. Unfortunately, President Bashani could not make it this morning for this ceremony. He extends his regrets, but his congratulations and best wishes to all of our graduates. It's my pleasure now to introduce Michael Schwab, Executive Vice President of the North Dakota Pharmacists Association, who will extend his greetings on behalf of practicing pharmacists in the state of North Dakota.
Thank you, Dr. Peterson. On behalf of the North Dakota Pharmacists Association, our board of directors, and all of our members, we want to extend our congratulations to each graduate, as well as your family and friends who have contributed to your success. This ceremony is a testament to your dedication, ability, determination, and perseverance. All of these traits will serve you well as you begin your careers. The profession of pharmacy is constantly evolving, and there will always be challenges to face as the profession moves forward. This past year with COVID is no exception. You may not realize it today, but you can be rest assured that your education at the NDSU School of Pharmacy has prepared you well to deal with such challenges. You will also experience many successes in your career, and it's important to make sure that you take time to celebrate those successes with your family and friends. If one sits back and thinks about your profession, one will quickly realize that what a pharmacist does on a daily basis is governed by numerous rules, laws, and regulations, whether you're talking about the FDA, the DEA, state boards of pharmacy, PBMs, Medicaid, Medicare, insurance companies, and the list goes on. We hope you realize how important it is to actively get involved with your profession. Providing advocacy and education on behalf of your profession cannot be stressed enough. Decisions, whether you like them or not, are made by those that show up and participate. On a daily basis, public policy shapes and directs your profession. Our association hopes you will join us at the table in helping shape the future of pharmacy. I'd like to leave you with 3 takeaway points. First, what you have learned so far is only the first step in what you will need to know. Second, you must be prepared to embrace change. This is especially true today more than ever. We've experienced an explosion of the use of digital health tools, telehealth. We've seen remote patient monitor devices being deployed. We've seen pharmacists take active roles in managing and monitoring those devices. And finally, become an active advocate for your profession. Get involved and make your voice heard, regardless of where you end up practicing. So let me close by congratulating all of you once again and wishing you Godspeed as each of you begins a fantastic journey. We wish all of you the very best moving forward. Thank you and congratulations.
Thanks, Mike. I'd now like to introduce Dr. Mark Hardy, Executive Director of the North Dakota State Board of Pharmacy, who will extend his greetings and congratulations to our graduates on behalf of the board.
Dean Peterson, distinguished guests, friends, family, and most importantly, 2021 pharmacy graduates. I'm here today as a representative of the North Dakota State Board of Pharmacy and all boards of pharmacy across the country. It's a distinct pleasure to be with you here today to extend a warm welcome on behalf of the Board of Pharmacy and a congratulations to these young professionals on a celebration of all their hard work and dedication to enter a profession of service. Family and friends, you should be proud of their accomplishments and their future in the highly regarded profession of pharmacy. I'd like to start off by reading the North Dakota Profession of Pharmacy's mission statement. Pharmacy in North Dakota exists as a force for society in the safe, rational, and cost-effective use of pharmaceuticals and medical devices. Through the provision of pharmaceutical care, the profession is responsible for the appropriate use of medications and devices to achieve optimal therapeutic outcomes. The profession endeavors to enhance the pharmacist's ability to provide pharmaceutical care as a primary health care provider and to further the public's recognition of the profession's value. We welcome you into our profession. The boards of pharmacy exist as a resource for you as practicing pharmacists for any guidance or advice during your career. We look forward to working with each and every one of you as the next generation of pharmacists ready to serve the public. Pharmacy is a service profession. The philosophy of pharmaceutical care focuses on the patient as the beneficiary of pharmacist activities. The responsible provision of pharmaceutical therapy for the purposes of achieving positive outcomes is intended to improve a patient's quality of life. It is commendable that each and every one of you is entering this proud, trusted profession. Always remember to keep the patient's best interest as the compass that will guide your decisions. The profession is constantly evolving to maximize the ability of a pharmacist to interact with patients. As market challenges and opportunities continue to evolve, our expectation is that your time and efforts are being put towards utilizing and building the fine education that you have been receiving here at the School of Pharmacy to maximize your impact on the public you are entrusted to provide your services. Our profession acknowledges and pursues the highest ethical standards in all endeavors. Honesty and integrity should guide each and every one of your decisions with patients, other healthcare professionals, and the general public. These are the expectations for you to maintain as those pharmacists that came before you have long established. Again, congratulations on your graduation and the warmest of wishes to your successful progression to becoming licensed pharmacists. This year has certainly been a memorable one for so many unfortunate reasons and disruptions. However, one shining bright spot out of the pandemic is the impact that pharmacy continues to have and to be called upon to provide healthcare services and your knowledge to assure quality healthcare. It's been pharmacists at the forefront of the goal to administer vaccines to patients in the state, and your potential is unmeasurable. Certainly, you have all large expectations as graduates of the North Dakota State University School of Pharmacy based on the successes and the entrepreneurial spirit of so many that have come before you. The public at large and all of us look forward to your accomplishments with great anticipation. Strive to fulfill that trust that we have placed in you and be that force for your patients. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Hardy. I'd also like to acknowledge and thank our college staff, our college student ambassadors, and our senior awards committee for their efforts and hard work in helping us make this hooding ceremony such a special event today. I would especially like to recognize and thank Christy Weston, our college special events coordinator, who coordinated all the details for today's ceremony. Thank you, Christy. I would now like to introduce Dr. Michael Kelsch, our Interim Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, who will be presenting individual student awards on behalf of the Senior Awards Committee. Dr. Kelsch.
Good morning, parents, grandparents, family, friends, and of course, our 2021 PharmD graduating class. You probably have some idea how hard it was for these graduates to get to this point, all the work that they put in, all the time, the effort. But I do want to highlight their resiliency and their commitment to learning. They met every challenge. Not even a global pandemic could get in their way of completing all of the profession's requirements to completing the PharmD degree. I sincerely congratulate each and every one of you. Today, I'm here to present the student awards. This wasn't an easy task to select today's recipients. The awards committee deliberated for quite some time over the numerous nominees from our volunteer preceptors and our faculty. This group of graduates was very impressive to our preceptors, our faculty, patients that they serve, and other healthcare team members that they worked with. Without further delay, here are the awards and recipients. Awardees, when your name is announced, please stand to be recognized, and also please turn to face the camera and the audience so we can connect with all of our hundreds of people that are joining us on Zoom. The first award is the Pharmacists Association Academy of Student Pharmacists Senior Recognition Award. This certificate recognizes an outstanding graduating senior for making the greatest contribution to the NDSU, APHA, ASP, Chapter. This award is presented to Amanda DeWitt. The second award is the Wolters Kluwer Clinical Drug Information Award of Excellence in Clinical Communication. A certificate and a one-year subscription to LexiComplete mobile app from LexiComp are awarded to a senior based on academic achievement and demonstrated superior clinical communication skills. This award is presented to Riley Steenhoek. The third award is the Merck Manual Award for Academic Excellence. Two outstanding students in pharmacy studies are awarded the Merck Manual of Diagnosis and Therapy and access to the mobile app version of the manual. This award is presented to Patrick Joyce. And Sam Markle. The fourth and final award is the 2021 Beatrice Excellence in Pharmacy Award. A custom frame lithograph and a certificate are presented to a graduating senior in the top 25% of the class who demonstrates high personal motivation and possesses a unique ability to communicate drug information. This award is presented to Tierra Hopkins. Please join me in congratulating these student award recipients again.
As I mentioned to you earlier, students have worked very hard to get to this point. But as you know, with any quality educational program, there needs to be highly motivated, enthusiastic, and committed faculty supporting and challenging students to learn. And I'm happy to say that our School of Pharmacy is very fortunate to have a great group of faculty who have committed an enormous amount of time, effort, energy in molding these students' knowledge, skills, and values. I would like at this time to recognize and congratulate the faculty of our pharmacy program for their contributions in providing these graduates with an outstanding education and now an opportunity for a future career in pharmacy. Would all the faculty who are here today, would you please rise and be recognized? Congratulations to our faculty as well. I'd also like to recognize and acknowledge the members of my administrative leadership team for their excellent leadership they provided over the program over this past year. When I call your name, will you please rise? Dr. Daniel Friesner, Senior Associate Dean of the College. Dr. Michael Kelsch, Interim Associate Dean for Academic Affairs. Dr. Amy Wermeyer, Department Chair of Pharmacy Practice. And Dr. Jadish Singh, Department Chair of Pharmaceutical Sciences. Congratulations to you as well. Each year, the pharmacy program recognizes faculty who have distinguished themselves this past year in areas of teaching and clinical instruction of pharmacy students. It's my honor and privilege now to announce to you the Faculty Recognition Awards for the 2021 academic year. When I call your name, all recipients, please rise individually and stand up to be recognized. Our Teacher of the Year Award represents a faculty member who has been chosen by all professional students in the program for their outstanding performance and commitment to teaching. It's my pleasure now to announce to you the recipient of this year's 2021 School of Pharmacy Teacher of the Year, a professor in the Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences, an active researcher and scientist, Dr. Sanku Malik. Dr. Malik, please stand. In addition to our Teacher of the Year Award, students in the 4th professional year of the program vote on their choice for Faculty Preceptor of the Year, which recognize outstanding performance and commitment of instruction of pharmacy students on clinical rotations by a full-time faculty member. It's with great pleasure that I announce to you on behalf of this year's graduating senior class, their choice for the 2021 School of Pharmacy Preceptor of the Year, an assistant professor of pharmacy practice in the Department of Pharmacy Practice, and faculty specialist at the Family Healthcare Center in Fargo, Dr. Amber Slevin. Dr. Slevin, please. Graduating seniors also are asked to choose an adjunct preceptor of the year who represents outstanding performance and commitment to instruction of pharmacy students on clinical rotations by a practicing pharmacist who volunteers their time to provide instruction of students. It's with great pleasure that I announce to you on behalf of this year's senior class, their choice for the 2021 School of Pharmacy Adjunct Preceptor of the Year, lead pharmacist at Sanford Specialty Pharmacy in Fargo, Dr. Ashley Anderson. It's now my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker for today's program. Dr. David Spiro is currently the Senior Clinical Manager for Acute Care at Essentia Health, where he supports teams providing care in hospitals and cancer centers in Minnesota, North Dakota, and Wisconsin. Dr. Spiro is graduated from NDSU in 2009, completing both his BS in Pharmaceutical Sciences and Doctor of Pharmacy degrees. His clinical practice experiences include ambulatory care, general acute care, and specialization training in critical care. Dr. Spiro has extensive clinical leadership experience with a passion for removing barriers to new pharmacy practice growth opportunities. He lives in Duluth, Minnesota, with his wife, Megan, and their 3 children, Willa, Hattie, and Theo, and 2 golden doodles. So please welcome to the podium, Dr. David Spiro.
Well, thanks so much, Dean Peterson. It really is truly wonderful to be here with you all today. And to the class, you all are amazing. I'm just so grateful to be here with you on this day that you've been working toward for a really long time. Now, in honor of the work that you put in to chisel this dream of yours into reality, I'm going to make one small promise to you. I'll try to make it through this entire speech without saying the word unprecedented. It's had a good run. So with that, it's been a year. You know, it's a year that's been a remarkable culmination of this journey you've undertaken. And in this year, you've borne witness to your character. You've been learners, caregivers, classmates, and colleagues. When North Dakota needed people to step up and vaccinate, you all were there. We saw you crisscrossing the state and leading the nation, so thank you. You've shown a resilience in this past year at a level that I hope wells up amazing pride in the family, friends, and faculty that have helped grow and support you. And I really hope that you've even surprised yourselves. You know, the grit that you've developed through this experience has been hard-earned, and for many of you has come at a loss that does warrant recognition. But this past year is just a small part of the journey you've started. And now at this professional rite of passage, I hope that you recognize the impact that it's had on you and also what you've been able to give. As you get to this next step, it's a natural time for looking back and looking forward. And I've had the great fortune to work with hundreds of pharmacists over the course of my career so far. And I'd like to share 2 observations for you to consider as you step out for what's next. So right now, we know you're entering a profession that's in the midst of both challenging and exciting growth and change. Pandemic-driven changes, yes, of course, but a system of care that desperately needs your expertise, but may not be entirely certain how. In this gap, I'd like you to consider one observation. That being, your openness to reinvention unlocks your ability to accomplish what you want with your practice. Right now, undoubtedly, many of your choices likely seem pretty final, whether it's residency or setting out into a job. And if that resonates with you, I'd really ask that you reconsider that inclination. These choices will make your path look very different, but my observations of colleagues and my personal experiences consistently pointed out that an openness to opportunities with the willingness to cultivate the skills that you need to meet those opportunities will allow you to meet the needs of patients in the future. So be open. Now, in pharmacy, we don't often turn to politicians. I'm sorry to any politicians in the crowd, but we don't often turn to politicians as role models. But one thing we can learn from people that find success in politics is the ability to adapt to what's in front of them and capitalize on those opportunities. Now, often this requires the difficult task of letting go and moving past something they've invested in, be it legislation or an idea. So this openness to let go and move forward will be a key skill that you develop to meet the changing needs of the world of care delivery. And seeing the work you've done over the past year and with the foundation of your education, you're well on your way. But make this part of your routine. Take time at a regular cadence to look up and survey what's happening in your practice space and what you may need to do or let go of to be ready for that next opportunity. Honestly, though, there's a lot of time spent between these big shifts and changes in your professional career. One year, our residents decided to fill some of that time by playing a prank on their program director. Seems like a pretty good idea. So one night they brought a kiddie pool into the office, filled it with water, hung hundreds of the little Swedish fish candy from the ceiling. The plan was to enjoy a laugh, get started for the day, clean it up in the afternoon or the evening. But the fun was quickly interrupted as the loudspeaker rang out, "We'd like to welcome the Joint Commission to the hospital." Now, I hear a lot of laughs, but for those of you that don't know the Joint Commission, they're a regulatory body that does not find candy fish jokes funny at all. Cleanup went really quick. Now, I'm not recommending that you start the first day of your next step with a prank, unless you start with us at Essentia, because then I can vouch for you. David Spiro, if you need it. So despite the unforeseen outcome of this prank, the residents tapped into that second key observation. The best pharmacists I know have cultivated the ability to maintain a balance between their capacity to be critical and their ability to have fun. The work we do is undoubtedly serious and should be treated with all the care and reverence that it deserves. We train our minds, you've trained your mind to pick up on anything that's out of place or any way to make improvements that can improve patients' care or their lives. Amidst that, the ability to focus on the joy and fun in our work is key to maintaining the drive to grow, not just day to day, but over the course of a career. A positive mental state's actually been shown to help physicians diagnose more quickly and creatively. Now, The evidence for that specific finding is a little bit light by our pharmacist standards, but it's worth considering. So don't forget to have fun. There are many ways to foster this, but the first thing is to be mindful of the importance and check in with yourself regularly. Make it part of your practice to tap into the joy that's there in the midst of the work that you do. As you set goals for your week, year, 5 years, please don't just list what you want to be, but also how you want to be as a healer and colleague and who you want to be on a daily basis. Anytime you spend investing in yourself in this way is going to be time well spent. So in closing, I'm so thankful that you are here today. And as your colleague in this profession, I'm so grateful that I get to share in this celebration of the next phase of your journey. Thank you for your commitment to our profession and to our patients. Now, with an open mind to what's in front of you, go have some fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Spiro. Well, it's that time we've all been waiting for. We'd now like to perform the formal presentation of doctoral hoods to each graduate. I'd like to call upon Dr. Daniel Friesner, who will perform the roll call of graduates. And the hooding will be performed by Dr. Amy Wermeyer and Dr. Jadish Singh. I'd like to ask the students to please line up as directed by our office staff to come on stage as they direct. Thank you.
Yes, they would move across this way. Let us begin. Anna Aberly. Louis Abongaga. Courtney Ackerman. Ashim Adam. Brittany Backer. Amr Bektis. Emily Benson. Taryn Benton. Ryan Bernhardt. JC Bowl. Brianna Bremerish. Kayla Briggs. Jenna Bruns. Andrew Buttram. Andrea Buzukovich. Sarah Chase. Adam Clausmore. Matthew Confeld. Amanda DeWitt. Cassandra Dick. Amanda Dries. Caitlin Empting. Heather Erber. Rochelle Fabian. Jenna Field, Caitlin Fleeman, Esther Flores, Elena Furk, Katie Gullickson, Erica Hansen, Holly Hauger, Alex Hilly, Logan Hilly, Riley Hawking, Tara Hopkins, Callie Hoppy, Alexis Hookrity, Kelsey Irie, Colton Iverson, Adawa Janor, Rachel Johnson, Patrick Joyce, Jade Kelly. Brad Kelly. Brianna Kempema. Ashley Kesey. Sam Kroll. Carly Lance. Rachel Leach. Chauncey Lewis. Benjamin Lilleberg. Shelby Momlunger. Sam Markle. Laura McCroskey. Martin McNichols. Sarah Michael. Anna Mortensen. Sydney Mosier. Jalen Omar. Nicole Onken. Bailey Peterson. Callie Peterson. Alyssa Perkins. Dylan Perryman. Derek Gladson. Emily Rada. Elizabeth Recco. Kevin Remington. Kendrick Rummel. Kimberly Scheibly. Ty Shopper. Keith Sealing. Mark Stage. Caitlin Stahlberger. Riley Steenhook. Tiffany Steenstra. Amanda Storiston. Brittany Taylor. Morgan Thompson. Therese Turner. Trey Vilhauer. Abby Woolers. And Sabrina Wolf.
Congratulations, doctors. But we're not finished yet. One very final important thing you need to do. It's a tradition of our profession that graduates take an oath prior to entering their practice of pharmacy, which publicly professes their professional responsibility and commitment to serving the public, the profession, and their future patients in upholding the highest standards of practice. Now I'd like to call upon Dr. Mark Hardy, Executive Director of the North Dakota State Board of Pharmacy, who will administer the oath of a pharmacist to our graduates.
All right, congratulations, everybody. The class of 2021 pharmacy graduates, would you please stand? Let's have you turn around and face the public that you're going to serve. The oath of the pharmacist, repeat each tenet after me. I promise to devote myself to a lifetime of service to others through the profession of pharmacy in fulfilling this vow. I will consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering my primary concerns. I will apply my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability to assure optimal outcomes for my patients. I will respect and protect all personal and health information entrusted to me. I will accept the lifelong obligation to improve my professional knowledge and competence. I will hold myself and my colleagues to the highest principles of our profession's moral, ethical, and legal conduct. I will embrace and advocate changes that improve patient care. I will utilize my knowledge, skills, experiences, and values to prepare the next generation of pharmacists. I take these vows voluntarily with the full realization of the responsibility with which I am entrusted to the public. Congratulations.
Okay, graduates, please be seated. Guess who gets the final word here? It'll be the last one you hear from me probably, but. So in conclusion, as Dean of the College, I have one final word and a challenge to you as graduates of our School of Pharmacy. And that is, this is not the end, but rather a new beginning. You have successfully completed only one small capsule of your education in the lifelong learning process of becoming a pharmacist. Just remember that your career success is not determined by the doctor degree itself, but rather what you decide to do with that degree in serving others. Keep an open mind and never stop learning. Have confidence in yourself and your abilities. Always keep a positive, I can do attitude. Give your very best in all that you do. And set high your future career goals. So dream big and shoot for the stars. And don't ever forget where you came from. Be proud of being from North Dakota. Hold your head high when you're referred to as a graduate from North Dakota State University. For now, you share in the rich heritage of all the former graduates who have gone before you in establishing NDSU's legacy for representing excellence. You are now responsible for carrying this torch of excellence to the next generation. So keep the flame burning. And always remember, once a bison, always a bison. We hope that the memories you have built here over the years as a student at NDSU will be only the beginning of a lifetime of enjoyable memories as an NDSU alumnus. So keep in touch. Again, congratulations to you and our very best wishes for your future careers in pharmacy, wherever they may be. Congratulations. And congratulations to you, parents, grandparents, family members. You've played a big part in all of this and you deserve a standing ovation. So thank you for all that you have done. You can applaud. So this concludes our program. We will have a recessional, and I hope really that you're able to come tomorrow afternoon at the university commencement ceremony. Our college will be honored at 2 p.m. at the Fargo Dome so that we can continue this graduation celebration. Thank you.